नमस्कार। आज
नमस्ते
का
सर।
कार्यक्रम आज का कार्यक्रम हम अपनी एक कविता से शुरू करते हैं, जो कि आज के इस संदर्भ में बहुत सटीक बैठती है। ये चार लाइनें इस तरह हैं। आज लौट जाने को जी करता है, कल्पना में जीने का मन करता है, अनकही बातों को फिर अपने आप से कहने को जी करता है। शब्द मौन है, विचार भी शून्य है, आजकल सृजन नहीं होता, क्या कुछ टूट गया है।
Amazing. Thank you so much, sir. And this is a nice way where the guest welcomes all of you. We are in WayCraft together. This is our program number 2. And today we have a very, very, very special person, amazing human being, and a very interesting combination. Uh, Ram Prasad Lal. Sir, welcome. And I
नमस्कार।
namaskar. And today we are going to actually go with multi-language, whichever our guest feels. He is a poet, so which means that I cannot hold him to English. So I want to listen to a lot of poetry. I want to listen and talk about his scientist side. He is the man who has seen Antarctica. Now he has put a nice background so that we can see Antarctica. All I remember as far as Antarctica is concerned is this globe, and then there is a white thing which is in the top. Other than that, I have no idea what it is. I had my mind saying that let me prepare something and then probably go and ask him some intelligent question. And then you know what? That's not this program is all about. This program is all about raw. This program is all about not no formats, no scripted, no marketing, no gimmicks, and all that we'll have to be worried about is we should be in a position to have a conversation which says that here I was myself. So that's that's the only thing that we are actually working towards. So let's start with a little bit of introduction because I think that is very, very important. I will stop my share and let's go back. Okay, Ram Prasad Lal sir, welcome again. He is a leadership. He is into leadership intelligence. He trains leaders with his experience, with his profession, and also his experience. He comes with uh, clarity, courage, character, collaboration, and impact model. And his very famous philosophy is the greatest leadership is not about the summit. He talks about Antarctica and his experience. He will also share a lot of things to us. He says that the greatest leadership is not about the summit, it's about who you bring with you. I think that's the word that is so much relevant to what we are talking right now.
यस।
So, with that as a professional introduction, okay, he is an expedition leader, Antarctica veteran. He is a leadership coach and advisor. He is a boardroom mentor, and he is also a keynote speaker. So, with this introduction, as a professional friend, we are going to say thank you to the professional friend and keep it aside. And now we are going to talk about Ram Prasad Lal as a person because Waycraft is together we are, not the profession. So, sir, welcome. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to have a discussion with you about knowing you, not from the degrees, not from the profession, not from everything, from you and your journey. And stage is all yours. I will probably intervene as less as possible, and my entire intention is to be invisible so that you as a person can show us your journey, your learnings, and specifically, not many of us have seen, heard anything about Antarctica. To be very honest, I have no idea where it is also. So give me your own flow. Let's start with Ram Prasad sir from your early ages and please take it.
यस। I was born in a village in Varanasi district. You know Varanasi is in Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
And my village is around 40 kilometers away from Varanasi, just in the foothills of Vindhya. From my village onward, this mountains starts. So that is the setting of my village. And we don't have any school. We don't have any hospital. And till 1980, my village was not having any electricity.
Wow.
So that was the situation of my village. And if I talk about the education status of my village, that was houses, around 100 houses and around 300 people on average, you can say. So nobody was educated more than 12th standard. I was the first person in my village who did graduation and post graduation.
Amazing.
So when I was in the primary school, I used to walk 4 kilometers one way. So that was the early exercise early in the childhood. So when I passed fifth class, then I went to the middle school. That in the sixth, that distance increased to the 6 kilometer one way. So 12 kilometer per day, all passing through the rice fields. So my story is from rice field to ice field.
Fantastic.
So when I reached in high school ninth class, my school distance increased to 10 kilometer. And in 1973, I joined in 71 in ninth class. So that time there was no communication from my village to that my school. So I used to walk 10 kilometers each way. So even the clocks were not there.
Oh,
So what we used to see the sun sign up to what level sun has come. That was our starting point. And since there was no electricity, so we used to do our homework in the route also, in the
wow.
way itself. So that is how this was my early life in my village.
And these are when, sir? 70s, 80s, 60s, when, sir?
Yes, yes. I did my high school in 73, then in 12th in the 75, and in 75 I transitioned from village to Allahabad. I joined
Amazing.
Allahabad University for doing my BSc. And those times the Allahabad University was one of the top university where the admission was very difficult. So I landed in Allahabad University. When I reached there, I found that the language of the teaching was English.
Yes.
I came from the village all throughout studying Hindi and then suddenly jumped into the English.
Sir,
I tried
I
my
want to
best.
intervene and ask one psychological question to you, sir. With so much of difficulty, means like you didn't have enough facility for say education. I'm not sure in those terms you will not even know a word called education. Okay, then what was driving you to actually go and pursue and learn? Because if situation like this is presented, generally psychology says that okay, do whatever the schooling and then go for a earning opportunity. Thoda, paisa kama lo. So that's the kind of a mindset that why do you want to keep learning?
Yes, what happened in 12th, I got the national scholarship
Oh, wow.
because I got 74% marks. So I got national scholarship. And that when I was filling that form said that it should be signed by magistrate. So one day I filled up that form and took it and went to the magistrate house. That SDM. He did a courtesy. He met me and told that I cannot sign like this. You have to come to my court.
Okay.
So from then I thought, then why I cannot become the officer? Why I
Amazing.
can't? In everybody here is afraid of him. Nobody want to talk, and the
Respect.
people are surprised at how I went to his home and asked him to sign the document. So that was the one of the ignition point that told me that I should be an officer. Then in my school, there was NCC. After he was a captain in NCC. So I liked the uniform very much. So though army havaldar, those who come to do the NCC drills. So I was very much fascinated towards the uniform. So that time in 10th, 11th, I thought that I will be the officer in the army,
Okay.
or army, or navy, any armed forces.
Okay. Understood.
So these were the two ignitions, and how I reached Allahabad. One of my physics teacher, he was from Allahabad University. So he told that you should go to Allahabad. So that was the trigger that I went to Allahabad.
Amazing.
So from there, I when I reached Allahabad in 1 year, that what the idea I got in the village कि आप 12 तक तो आप पढ़ लो, यूनिवर्सिटी में तो ऐसे ही पास हो जाते हैं लोग.
हाँ हाँ.
So that was the idea at that time. And then there I met one of my senior. He to ask me the पढ़ाई कैसी चल रही है. हमने कहा पढ़ाई क्या करना है, वो पढ़ाई तो यहाँ डिग्री तो ऐसे ही मिल जाती है. And he was doing engineering from my own university.
Yeah.
He was from the nearby village of my village. So the result happened that this I was having this idea कि यूनिवर्सिटी में तो ऐसे पास हो जाते हैं, and I failed in first year. BSc first year I failed in mathematics, which was my most favorite subject. So this was the first shock I got in my life. Somehow I wrote to my father that I cannot come back to village.
Right.
Whatever is possible I will do. I will continue my studies. But father was kind enough. He told, okay, no problem. I will give you another chance. So next 2 years I did my BSc.
Wow.
After doing BSc, I applied for Indian Navy and Indian Air Force.
Yeah, because that's what you want, uniform.
that time it was the one scheme came, the direct entry scheme.
Yes.
So exam were conducted in university itself, and I qualified the exam and I called for SSB, Service Selection Board interview. My first service selection board was Bhopal. And I never expected that I will get selected, but there I got selected as I qualified SSB.
Wow.
That was the first thing which I enjoyed in my life, that I can become officer. But the shock came after 7 days. I could not qualify medical board.
Oh.
And they told, sorry, you cannot join Navy because you are medically unfit.
Okay.
So because I was so excited, I never applied for MSc in any subject except physics. And reason was that in physics, I got the lowest marks. I got highest mark in chemistry in BSc and lowest mark in physics. So I joined MSc physics. Because I was interested in technology, so I joined physics. So from there I did completed my MSc in physics. And I wanted to do it in electronics, but I did not got electronics, so I did it in X-ray and crystallography. That were only few universities in India who are having that subject as a specialization.
Okay.
Then the question came, what next? So in BSc final, I applied to Staff Selection Commission because my father told that now I can't afford you. You have to make your own expenses. Yeah. Because he was a farmer only. So I appeared in first exam service selection board and I got selected as an auditor and my ranking was 2.
Wow.
So I joined Allahabad Indian Audit and Account Service in that service as an auditor.
Not able to clear an exam to rank number 2.
Yes.
Yes.
So then that time my ambition was to become civil servant, that IS.
Understood. Yeah.
So 1981 first time I cleared civil services prelim exam with physics as a subject.
Right.
And because I never wanted to stay there as an auditor, I joined aviation department as a technical assistant, moved to New Delhi
Amazing.
in 1983. And when I joined there, my civil services exam was there. And I told my department, they told me to go for training. The training was in Hyderabad for 4 months.
Hmm.
I told that I can't go. Then they told me that either you resign or go for training. If you are confident that you become IS, then you resign from the service. I thought that IS is not guaranteed
Okay.
because
Yeah, yeah.
when in Allahabad, I have seen many my seniors who were the topper of their subjects. They could not clear. Even one of the person who was sitting just side of me, he qualified 3 times. He went to interview 3 times, but could not clear civil services. So with this idea, I joined civil aviation department and continued there. And when I was in Hyderabad doing that training, I appeared for another exam by UPSC. That was for Indian Meteorological Service. I cleared that exam and dropped from the civil services exam because I thought I will take civil services next year.
Amazing.
Because I was so confident I will clear it. The bad fortune was that
You.
the next year the age was the civil services was reduced from 28 to 26.
Oh, okay.
My target was to clear it 26, 27 and 28. So that way I lost my civil services. After 1 year again they opened, but by that time tempo was lost.
Simple.
And by that time I was selected by civil UPSC for Indian Meteorological Service as a weather forecaster.
Yeah,
So
from there
1985 I joined Indian Meteorological Service as weather forecaster. I went Pune, did 1 year advanced training and become posted at Guwahati, become weather forecaster.
perfect, sir. I
From
will
there,
I will
my
actually
journey started in.
I will stop you there. The reason is because now we know
Yeah.
from the young Ram Prasad Lal to you have come into the meteorological department, so which means the Antarctica story is already here. So,
Yes.
so with that, I maybe the viewers may not have actually listened to you because I see that earlier not much of people joined, now only they are joining. So I want you to actually you just read your 4 lines of your poem, to introduce. I hope if it is there in your hand, if we can probably read that one more time, little slow
Yes.
because a little slow so that people from others. I know Hindi, but I cannot speak the speed and the language like how you guys speak. So little slow. Uh,
Yes. So I will recite my poem, which will be just befitting because we are remembering my life, my story.
yes, sir.
So that is, आज लौट जाने को जी करता है,
Uh-huh.
कल्पना में जीने का मन करता है,
Uh-huh.
अनकही बातों को फिर अपने आप से कहने को जी करता है,
Okay.
शब्द मौन है, विचार भी शून्य है, आजकल सृजन होता नहीं, क्या कुछ टूट गया है, जीवन को फिर से दोबारा शुरू करने का जी करता है, जिंदगी में किसी और की अब कोई जरूरत तो नहीं, पर कोई और अपना है, एहसास बना रहे तो अच्छा है.
Acha. Okay. So it means the last, yeah, it means that, like what you're saying is, mm, you have a passion and you want to do something. Uh, and sometimes, like there are things which may not happen, but the passion drives you through. Is my understanding correct?
Yes, yes.
Amazing. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now comes the Antarctica part. Sir, I don't know what questions I should ask for Antarctica because as I openly declared, it's kind of a la la land for all of us or a dreamland for all of us. At least people like me, we have seen only in the maps and we have absolutely no idea what it is. In fact, even now, why should you even go there and do something?
So
Uh,
first time I learned about Antarctica in 1981 when I was preparing for civil services. Because the first expedition led by Dr. S. J. Qasim went in 1981, and he was from Allahabad. So my university was celebrating that event. So from that was the first in my first interaction with the Antarctica.
Lovely.
Then
Where
while
that
doing
means like how do you go there? Is Antarctica is name of a continent, but
yes,
like is there a country name or how? Let
it is a continent. Antarctica is a continent
yes.
surrounded by ocean. It is not connected with any
Let's
land.
let's say that I'm sure you would have gone from Delhi. Okay, so from Delhi, how did you even go?
So from the Delhi we go to Goa.
ठीक है.
In early days, when 91, 92, when I went to Antarctica, so then one ship has to go from Goa, Vasco da Gama to Antarctica coast,
अच्छा, okay.
where the our earlier station Dakshini Gangotri was built around that station. So that we called the ice shelf. So that journey was around for 25 days
Oh my,
journey.
okay.
And, roaring 50, matlab, weathering all the type of weather in between, seeing ice, penguin, passing through the Mauritius, and then
Hmm.
Marine Island, all those areas, we reached to Antarctica. That was the journey period. And journey for Antarctica by a ship was not anyway pleasant way.
Oh,
Because if after 3 4 days, when the ship start rolling and pitching, most of the people start vomiting and got bedridden.
seasickness. Yeah.
Seasickness till you reach Antarctica, and during that 10 20 days, you feel that why I came to Antarctica. It was better to you stay in my
Yes.
motherland.
Yes. Yes.
But after reaching there, when you see the all pristine land, snow, ice, iceberg, penguin, seals, then
So,
you get
so in Antarctica, as I understand, the minute you say about land, so you have like dry lands, you have like, because my picture about Antarctica is like full of ice.
it is full of ice,
Okay.
but it's some locations that mountainous period locations are there, just like Simachar Oasis,
Acha.
where our station is there. That is a barren field. Both sides of that are the ice. So that
Okay.
one strip is there. On that strip, two stations are there. One is Russian station, one is our station.
My God.
So similarly, there are a few, only 1% of the Antarctic land, even maybe less, is exposed by mountains where the stations are built. So
So
this is
even
the
in 1980s, we India had a well-established station there, is it?
yes, first time we established one is our station on ice.
Amazing.
That was Dakshin Gangotri. But what happened every year it started sinking,
Oh,
and by 89 it was a few meters below the ice.
oh,
So when the in 85 86 it was realized that it will not last very long. So in 85 we started building another station. Earlier two huts were built.
and
Then
is it normal or no, many countries have station there, or
yes, yes, many countries are this.
should we feel
Many
proud
countries
that
are having
India is
station.
like one of the topmost,
No,
something like that?
we went very late. In fact,
Okay, okay, okay,
major the station building started in 1958.
okay.
So from that year onwards, all the stations were built, and now it is almost more than 75 years.
So how did you mentally adapt you from Allahabad or Delhi or Goa or India to suddenly into Antarctica, because like you went there on a purpose. Okay. Um, uh, we are not talking about the profession. I'm not talking about your productivity on that. I'm talking about personally. See, from a different environment, you are going to a different environment, and the entire how what is a good word to say? Everything is topsy-turvy now. Okay.
Yes,
And then like you will be expected to deliver, may not be in the first 1 or 2 days, but you will be expected to deliver the same level of expertise just you were delivering in Delhi, in Antarctica also. Okay. So it is not only an expertise, but it is also a personality change that you will have to adopt in. You have to dive into an inner self and then say that okay, now we'll have to adapt to it and then we'll have to continue doing it. Was it a challenge for you, or is it like a normal for you, or was there any adaptation? Take us through
No,
that.
it, it was just like an adventure.
Right.
I was interested in Antarctica because I have seen the slide. I have met the people who went earlier there. I have seen their videos, photographs, other things. So I was fascinated to go to Antarctica. But to go Antarctica was my just one destination, just like we go to any tourist place, go there, roam around and come back. That was the my initial intention to go to Antarctica. So in the 10th expedition, I applied for Antarctica. I was selected for summer team, and I found that along with me there were the army people going. Everybody was going, and the medical standard was very tough.
Okay.
So I thought that I failed in medical in SSB. Let me try here and work with this army people or armed forces people there. So that was my first idea that let me compete with them. If they can go, I will go. At least one thing will be full. One idea will be one desire will be fulfilled that I have worked with the people
Yeah, yeah,
who
yeah.
served in the ice, who served in the Himalayas, who served in the Siachen, and I have served with them. That was the initial idea. So that was the motivation for me to apply for Antarctica. But that was for summer only because I was too much scared about the cold
Hmm.
and I was too weak. So I never thought that I can survive there for so long. But situation came that in 12th expedition, I was asked my director general that do you really want to go to Antarctica? And he gave me the 60 seconds that I am waiting online. You just tell me whether you really want to go to Antarctica because last 2 years you were applying. I told sir, I wanted to go Antarctica, but I want to go for summer. He told no summer, Omar. You
Okay.
have to now you have to go for winter for 14 months. You decide in 60 seconds and tell me.
My goodness.
So that 60-second decision I took, yes, I will go. And that was the how I went to Antarctica just as an adventure. But after going there, when I spent 14 months there with the people, with the nature, I fall in love with Antarctica.
Oh. So there are local inhabitants there, sir. Is it? There
No,
are
there
local.
are no local inhabitants.
Okay.
Only the 25 people who went with you, they are the only people. And
Okay.
our neighbors, Russians are there, they are the only people.
Okay.
So there is no habitation. Local habitant are the penguins. They are
Okay.
the only habitant of the Antarctica. They are the bird who can swim in the water and they stay there in Antarctica. So they are the native there. And then there skua and other birds they come in the summer, then go back. So there is nothing native except ice. In some area there are some vegetation, but there is primitive type vegetation only.
Okay, sir, I will ask you one retrospective hypothetical question. You wanted to go to Antarctica in summer, okay, but universe presented you an opportunity to go in winter. Okay. Not the universe.
Yes,
You had the 60-second decision window. Okay, let me probably go and give you an opportunity to go in the summer. Okay, using a time machine. Okay. Now, if you can probably extrapolate for all of us, if it would have been a summer, a short term whatever that you had in mind, okay, not the 14 months, okay, thing, what do you think would have been a difference? Okay, anyway, the Ram Prasad Lal will be the same like how you are today, or that 60-second window kind of opened a different window for you. Can you put
Yes,
yourself in that, and then like see if the summer would have taken you differently.
summer it was like just like Mela. There were 100 people there. You can talk, you can walk, and temperature is not so bad. It is up to -4, -5, -10.
Something like
In
Kashmir.
Delhi or Allahabad, we get up to 4 and up
Yeah.
to sometime 2 or so. So
Mm-hmm.
there was not much difference in summer. Second thing was in summer you get the full 24-hour day, no sunset.
Mm-hmm.
And sunset starts up for few hours and then it slowly goes. So that was the thing in the summer. And another thing was that there was opportunity that ship was standing there. You can come back anytime if you become
Okay.
ill or something happened to you.
Acha, okay.
So that was the cushion background. That the security was there. That the ship was there. People were there. So you will be safe. That was one idea in the mind that I will go there and come back safely. But what happens in the winter? In the March first week, ship returns back.
Mm-hmm.
And for next 9 months, up to December end, there is no means, no ship, no facility to come you back.
That gave you a little bit of insecurity, sir? Means like
Yes,
what was going on?
yes, that insecurity is there. It's if something happened, you are left for there on your own, or whatever facilities are there. So you cannot be rescued. Next thing is the when you are in for winter, you will experience the polar nights. The polar night at my station was for 45 days. And you cannot witness the aurora in the summer. So if you have to witness the aurora, that will be in winter only. Next thing, if you want to feel the blizzard, what blizzard is, what is the snowing all around 6, 7 days continuously. You are walking through the snowstorm. That experience you cannot get in the
Yeah.
summer.
I'm being a psychologist. I'm more interested in not in Aurora. I'm more interested in Ram Prasad Lal. See, I will actually go back to this. Like the sense of insecurity. I'm sure that like you would have gone there, maybe in some kind of a leadership role, or probably you will have leaders who will be mentoring you or working with. How do you manage insecurity of yourself? That's my question number one. Number two, how do you manage your team? Because at the end of the day, you have not gone to see Aurora or take pictures with sea lion. Or end of the day, you've gone for a purpose. Okay, the professional side of the purpose is not at this point. But how did you prepare yourself? How did uh, that change was witnessed, or was it being mentored? If so, how?
Yes, I tell you that leadership is a very important in entire wintering process. I too went in as a leader in 21st Indian Antarctic Expedition, but in 12th expedition, my leader, Dr. Dhargalkar, he was NIO from NIO. He has done two wintering earlier in Antarctica. One with Australian station and one he was a station commander in Dakshin Gangotri. So he was aware of all the psychological problems going on with the people. So he devised the process that keep the people busy,
Acha,
keep give them opportunity to grow.
right.
So we did it, he was doing, and same thing I did. Every morning we call a meeting of all people,
Hmm.
irrespective what job you are doing. And then we used to discuss what happened to tomorrow, yesterday, what you are going, is there any problem with any person, what you want to express. And during that time, only 3 minutes time was there on telephone, and message were 3 lines message. So in that environment, it was the leader who keep the people busy, who make them assured that you are safe here with me.
Yes.
But you have to live as I like, as I guide you.
Right.
So that is way how the psychological path is taken. So what we do, we celebrate everybody's birthday. We celebrate all the festivals, all in all religion, in all the regions of the India. Then we celebrate anybody's marriage anniversary. Everybody's. Then we celebrate the birthday of the children, wife, everything.
Yes.
So this way we always keep ourselves engaged and thinking that we all are the same. We
Absolutely.
are there for each other.
Absolutely.
That was the mental setup which developed in my first expedition. This I experimented again in my second expedition, 18th expedition, where I went for another 14 months. And I practiced it when I went as expedition leader. That is the way how we took the psychological aspect of the people.
Amazing, sir. Amazing. It's, we have read a lot of things on books. We are talking about micro moments. You are talking about everyday stand up. We say that agile methodology, stand up. Lot of things we have created now in the 2000s, 2020, etc. But you did all these things in 80s and 90s and things like that. And specifically on the psychological companionship, the brotherhood that you actually said, celebrating everything, even a smallest point, celebrate. I think that
Nee,
is
nee,
for the,
even we celebrated small win also. If
yes,
we were clearing the waste, we celebrated that also.
yes,
That
that
today we cleared the station.
yes,
We
we
today
call
cleared
it
the
as
area.
micro moments of joy.
Yes.
It's a very deep psychological subject, and I am part of that micro, and I feel very emotional when people at extreme temperatures, such an amount of leadership talent that is required. It cannot be taught on any school. It's the only experience people like you who can come and tell us what you have actually practically done. And these are the things that we have read, we have done, we are doing a framework, and you wrote books on that.
So
And
yes,
with
yes. I wrote just yesterday. My book got published
yes,
in KDP on Amazon KDP.
yes.
It is coming as a book, and soon I will come back as a
And this is the
paperback
perfect,
also.
this is the I feel that this is my honor and privilege to give you something for you. And I think this is the book which is coming up to you. This is, can you see the book, sir?
Yes, yes. Thank you very much for this
And
honor.
I want everybody to just have a look at this book. This is the book which is being released, and we are so happy to release the book of Prasad Lal sir, and this talks about all his experience in Antarctica, and he has actually leadership lessons from Antarctica on survival, stewardship, and human resilience. Sir, I wish you the greatest of greatest of greatest. I don't have that age to, pass on my blessings, but I have all the age and rights to pray to God that this book should be a grand, grand success. And this is something which everybody should read. And this is something that will bring people across all type of situations, all type, because if you know how to manage yourself in extremities, okay, you will excel much more in the normal situation. So bringing all your experience in uh, through Antarctica here, and then it so happened timing that the launch is exactly the day when we are talking. I think this is no more than a miracle, and I'm so happy that I was a little bit of a part of, just showcasing to the world your book cover, which has just been released. Tell me,
Thank you
tell
very
me
much for
little
this
about the book,
gesture.
sir. Tell me about little about the book, sir.
This book is a, you can say the all the what I felt. What this is, it talks about my journey from village to Antarctica.
Right.
Then what I learned in Antarctica and how I implemented after coming back from Antarctica.
Right.
So in when I came back as a expedition leader, each expedition leader, I got the lot of opportunity in my department.
Right.
Earlier, I was posted in Lucknow, a small station. Then I came to the headquarters, New Delhi IMD headquarters. The most important assignment for me was I was the director budget and planning for IMD for almost 5 years, and doing entire the budgeting and planning all the projects, and even guiding the much more senior people than me. That how they have to plan, how they have to present, then managing the budget of the department, complete budget of the department, 500 crore distributed in 8,000 people, spread all over India. So that was the things what I learned in Antarctica, I applied there.
Absolutely.
Then I
Absolutely.
become the finance officer of my department, controlling the entire financial policy of the department. Even everything was under me. So
Wow.
all the procurement, everything. So
Amazing.
Antarctica taught me a lot of things. It
Sir,
was not direct connection. It was the
absolutely.
mindset which I built there.
Absolutely. Sir, and this specifically, sir, one thing which is coming to my mind is, when we are talking about, say, career, profession, I'm not sure for how many people meteorological department will come into mind. Okay. Maybe uh, the upper part of the country, maybe it is there, but as far as I'm talking from Chennai, so as far as the southern part of the country, we really are not privy to this department. We really not aspire to become this department. You know, there are some local private people who are now very active in social media, posting all the climate, etc., etc. So that is when our awareness even increased. Okay,
Yes.
but I will probably request you to take like 2 minutes and tell to the viewers, tell to the young people what this department, why should we aspire to this department? Because see, it shouldn't become a job. It should, I think this is a biggest opportunity for me when you are here to say what this department is, and like if let's say that I have an interest in one, two, three, four, five, then this is the department that you have to aspire for. Because we have heard about IAS, we have heard about IPS, we have heard about, but I don't think there is a lot of platform which talks about IMD. So I think we should definitely give respect to IMD, and then like give like 2 minutes or 3 minutes for it. Take us to it, sir. Tell us
Yes.
for whom it is the best
I will be
destination.
happy to share my experience. Even when I applied for IMD post, I was not aware. I applied because it was advertised by UPSC, and UPSC was the highest recruiting authority in India. So that I applied because I wanted to have a test up to going to the IS interview. So at least I could have gone to the interview of the UPSC and had a experience. But IMD was established not because of the cyclone and famine. In long 1875, it was established because the cyclone came and cyclone devastated so lot of people. So a department was formed in India to monitor the weather. First observatory was established in Chennai.
Wow.
So basically, IMD, what they did, they collect the basic data. Basic data, what is there in the atmosphere? That is temperature, wind, pressure, rainfall, sunshine. These are the basic parameters which are collected on the ground. So we have the 550 observatory all over in India. So from that we collect data from all over India. Then after collecting data, what we do? So when you have the long period data, then you make it average of 30 years. That is called a climatic data. So from there, you know that at a particular place, weather will move like this, the cloud will be like this, rain will be this much, temperature will be this month will be maximum this month, maximum will be this month. This was an idea to have the weather of the place. Then this data is analyzed on real time basis. That is how the weather pattern is formed. So the analysis is done for the weather pattern. So again, then satellite came, that how we can watch from early before the system comes. You can watch it from there. Then we have the radar system. You can monitor the weather system far away. So these are the way what the IMD do. So who can do it? So basic qualification was kept as a senior observer those times. Now this is they call scientific assistant who take these observations. So from the very beginning, the standard was very high for IMD work. Then there was another layer of the officer. They were called the forecaster. Earlier they were called assistant meteorologists. They were the officer who were having the post graduation degree, and they came as a officer cadre, and they work as a forecaster. And they undergo the advanced meteorological training. Advanced meteorological training, you learn everything about the statistics, dynamics, everything. So this was the cadre. So our department is not very big. It has been the strength of 800 people. It has officers strength of around 1000, and group A officers are around 400. So that is the crux of my department, that what they do and what type of manpower they take. So the manpower we use, that MSc in physics, MSc in mathematics, now MSc in the agrometeorology, agronomy, and then we have the civil engineer, computer engineers. Then we have the engineers who manage our satellite equipment, the radars and other top-notch communication equipment, these things. So we now encompass everything. Now the level of entry in my department is engineers, engineering in electronics and telecommunication. They are the basic entry level now. Earlier it was BSc, now it become now BTech.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I'm sure that, at least if somebody is actually watching this and this information may be useful, because one very good thing that we are currently doing is that this video archive is going to be there forever. So which means that, whether today or next year or after 10 years or after 20 years or even after all of us, the video archive is going to be there. And I'm sure that, this will definitely inspire somebody to be part of it. And uh, I think this is also a very good turn for me to go to your other side of the brain, because that's something which I can see a lot of commonality, because you are also a creative person. And I want to go back and ask you one question, saying that from when did this attempt on poetry start? Is there a poetic story for starting a poetry?
As a poet, which I was sometime early in my career, for poetry, emotions are required.
Yes.
That emotions may be of love, it may be failure, it may be anything, but a poet is a quite emotional person.
Right.
So when anything triggers him, the poetry comes out. It may be anywhere. It may be in this land, it may be Antarctica.
Right.
But in Antarctica, one of my team member in the 21st expedition, he wrote a complete book on poetry only. His only job was, he was doctor, and every day he used to write something. So many people go there and they develop lot of personalities there. I didn't wrote any poem there, but I was having the collection of the poems, around 50-60 poems. Now this year I wrote 10 poems, another 10 poems. Because sometimes you feel, sometimes your mind goes, you sometimes you feel emotional. Because now I am retired, I am 67 plus, and now the feelings, now you want to go back to your memory lane.
Yes.
So again I read around 10 poems.
Yes.
So this May 67, and that I came
We
out.
have a comment who says that poetry should not be spoken. We want to listen to poetry. Sir, I think that makes a lot of sense. Sir, Thoda, one or two, please.
Yes, so this is the last poem which I got published, and I wrote that I would like to this talk about the friendship of some of your friends has gone away, or you have lost them somehow, or they are not happy with you. So this is the feelings that came recently to me, and I wrote a poem, a little bigger is still little bit, but I will
Sir, we have
recite a
all the
few
time.
lines.
No format, no restriction. You,
Yes, so that title is Manuhar. Manuhar means I'm trying to please you.
okay,
I am trying to tell you that you listen to me.
right.
So poem goes like this. आंखों में थोड़ी नमी, चेहरे पर मुस्कान है, रूठना तेरा मान है, मनाना मेरा सम्मान है। हृदय के कोरे कागज पर प्रीत की स्याही मली है, तू मान भी जा अब, यह शाम कब से दहलीज पर खड़ी है। न कोई शर्त है इसमें, न कोई मजबूरी है, बस तेरे और मेरे बीच की कम होती एक दूरी है। कभी शब्दों की मिठास से, कभी मौन की पुकार से, बांध लूं तुझे फिर से मैं अपनेपन के तार से। जैसे सूखे प्यासे चातक को स्वाति की एक बूंद चाहिए, जैसे थके हुए मुसाफिर को बरगद की ठंडी छांव चाहिए, वैसे ही मेरे अस्तित्व को तेरे एक हाँ की आस है। बिना तेरे हर उत्सव फीका, हर खुशी उदास है। छोड़ भी दे अब यह नाराजगी, देख वक्त फिसला जाता है। सच्चा रिश्ता तो वही है जो झुक कर भी जीता जाता है। लाया हूं चुनकर यादों के कुछ महकते गुलाब, मेरी मनुहा स्वीकार कर वो मेरे अधूरे ख्वाब।
Right. Amazing. And while you were actually reading it, I would probably say that 80% for people like us, we are able to capture the emotion. Okay, but there are some words which I don't understand the meaning, but I can just fill my own version of it, and then I am able to conduct, like what it is. So
Yes,
with that, like I was actually thinking that, if you are dedicating uh how to say, you are dedicating a poem to us, while listening to you, I was also parallelly writing something. Okay.
yes.
So I was actually writing something like this based on what you just said. From a little village road to the land of ice and snow, he carried dreams beyond the sky, where silent polar winds still blow, studying clouds, stars, the sea, for our nation's story bright, a poet with a gentle pen turning thoughts to words and light. From village dusk to Antarctica. What a beautiful journey to see. Welcome to WayCraft Show. Your story inspires humanity. This is something
Thank you
which
very much.
what
Wonderful, wonderful,
till whatever that you said right now, I thought, why not we just, you know,
wonderful, wonderful.
yeah, it is still not yet there, because if you probably see that, I need to have one more line so that the structure is has to be there. But still, this is as raw as it
Structure
can
is not
come.
even that much important. Feelings are much more important.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. And I want to tell the viewers that, like Ram Prasad Lal has, sir has one very recent biggest friendship and his involvement with AI. His latest best friend is AI. So he's trying his hands a lot in AI right now, and he has He has done 50,000 words. Uh, Sir, was it a book or was it poem?
Book.
Book. Okay.
It is book.
50,000 words written in 6 hours. Written and published, if I'm right. Yeah,
Yes.
written, structured, design. You put everything that is required for a book to be done, and it is published in 6 hours. 50,000 words in 6 hours. I know a lot of authors are seeing it. I am an author. I have completed my dozen books. Sir, take us through this journey, and while you are actually doing it, I want to make notes because I want such speed thing to happen for me also. Please take us through this journey of 50,000 word book in 6 hours, how you used, what happened, and that book is actually available right now in KDP. So it's not something it's not a presentation theory. It is live. What he has done is there in KDP. Sir, we all want to know, sir.
Yes. You know that I started my poetic journey in 1979. Even 78 diary is here.
Wow. Sir,
So
little high towards the camera. Oh, because it is background is there, so it is not able.
yes, yes. So it is not showing.
Yeah.
So what I want to say that these poems I wanted to publish. One day I came to idea that Gemini can transcribe this
Yes.
written in any language.
Yes.
So few poems I tried to transcribe and post on the Facebook. Then my wife told that if you can do it, why don't do entire come out with
Published
a
it.
book?
Fantastic.
So in 12 days, I transcribe all my 60 poems written in hand and transcribe through the Gemini into the words. That is a book. And
And this
this
was
book got
waiting
published
for this
next
was
month.
waiting for 40 years, right, sir?
Yeah, this was waiting for 40 years.
Amazing, sir.
So this is how the artificial intelligence helped me to fulfill my desire.
Absolutely.
Similarly, I came from Antarctica in 2003. I wanted to write my memoir, but publishing a book itself is a huge investment.
Right.
Time is required.
Right.
So I got procrastinated it like anything. So recently I joined a group and they decided that let us do a marathon, go for the Guinness Book of World Record
Wow.
to
Nice.
writing 100 books in 6 hours.
Wow.
Earlier plan was for 3 hours, but because managing 100 people was become very difficult
Difficult. Yes.
because everybody was questioning and nobody was listening. How to go ahead? So yesterday we completed it by midnight. All the around 64 books came up.
Amazing.
So this is how the AI helped me. How we did it because you can give AI a topic and it will write a book.
Right.
That was not our intention.
Right.
Intention was to write the genuine book.
Right.
So how genuine book can be written? So we used a transcribing software. We told our story to that software, and that transcribed into the
Into
written
text.
word
Yes. Into
text.
text. Yeah.
Then what we did, whatever interview have given, whatever podcast we have given, we pulled everything, and that also we fed to the system. And then we asked AI to convert it into a book. We gave them the article, gave them the further ideas how to expand, and asked the AI to use my own language in which I
Amazing.
talk
Yes.
and convert into a book. So this is not AI written book,
Yes.
but we use AI to convert our
Assisting.
ideas.
AI assisting book. Yeah.
So 64 people wrote 64 type of books.
Right.
Some wrote novels. I just like I because this was my one of the ambition to write a book on Antarctica, because many people were asking why you are not writing a book.
Yes.
I told that I am writing, but I have so much procrastination.
Yeah.
So AI broke my procrastination.
Lovely. Amazing, sir. I think that is some biggest takeaway. Your personality is my biggest takeaway. As far as I'm concerned, I think this is I don't have words to explain this because one thing which I actually see looking at the journey is that you always didn't take no as an answer. Like you actually said, if this is not there, I will go to the next. If this is not there, I will go to the next. And then that you start owning it up. If not IAS, then it is meteorology. Then in that you will have to own it. If not summer, then winter. In then you'll have to just own it. If not this, you have I think this is the biggest learning as far as I'm concerned, because we always have one thing in mind, and then if that is not being achieved, then we get depressed. We
Yes,
kind of feel that like my purpose in life is lost. This is lost. That is lost. I think I think your life journey, which you have actually shared with us, two things very important. You can be a finance number guy, still you can publish your poem. And there is always an emotion into the numbers, and there is always a number into the emotion. Okay,
yes,
so that's probably like a learning. As I mentioned to you, I am a creative guy by heart, but because of the entrepreneurial journey and other things, that part of the world was kind of set aside. But I think I will definitely be part of that zone. I take the inspiration all from you. While we were speaking, I used the AI app to convert my own the whatever the little that I wrote for you, I converted that into a song. So AI is actually an amazing assistant. It's an amazing tool as long as you use it as a this thing. And
assistant.
I'm
Yes,
I'm I'm not sure if I play the song here, everybody will listen. If it will get an audio, I don't know. So I will probably attach that song to you. I will send it to you. I will also attach it in all the social media pages which is there. This was created live, this was written live, and this was actually, it's not a well written thing, but it was written from my heart, whatever you gave me your story. So I think I will have to give the last, final comments to you. But there is a very small activity which we are doing here with regards to WayCraft, which is basically we have 7 questions which we ask all the participants of WayCraft. It's a long form research, okay, where we ask the same questions to all the coming guests, and we try to use AI to interpret. And we are doing not only for this. I run a company called MESMA. MESMA is also supporting this. MESMA is a research organization based on mind-body biofeedback system. So these questions we will allow us to collate a lot of entries, and we understand what type of people are actually thinking in what type of same questions. If I ask with different age group, different professional group, different what type of responses they given, and in that we will fit the personality matrix for the overall. So I would like to have your permission to ask you 7 questions. No
yes,
rules.
yes.
The only rule is it should not be subjective. Answer give me like bullet points so that
Okay.
it is easy for us to tag it. Whatever comes to your mind, there is no right or wrong here. So my first question is that who are you when nobody needs anything from you?
I am a human being who loves all creatures.
Perfect. Second question, sir. What part of yourself do people benefit from the most, but rarely notice?
It is a help, indirect help to the people to grow.
Okay. That they rarely notice, but they use it. Okay. So my third question. What became stronger in you when life hurt you?
It makes me more stronger.
Perfect. So my fourth question. What ordinary moment in life, in your life, feels extraordinary to you at this moment when you think?
Very difficult to answer this question because even going to Antarctica, someone asking me, "Do you want to go to Antarctica?" It was just an ordinary event, but it became extraordinary for me.
Okay, that is the first thing which comes to your mind.
Yes,
Perfect. My fifth question, sir. What silently disappeared from your life as you grow older? As you grew older.
nothing. I
Perfect.
remember everything from childhood to till now. Every good, bad, everything.
Perfect.
I don't wipe out anything from my mind.
Lovely. Sir, my sixth question, sir. What kind of human connection do you think the world is starving right now? Where it is
Love,
not there in the world now.
it is love.
Okay. You feel
And not
it
to
is
be cheated, that is the one feeling the people now want.
okay. Right. So my last question, sir. When everything else is removed, who are you?
I am a soul. मैं
Right.
आत्मा हूँ.
Right. And can you because you are a poet, I never asked this question to elaborate to anybody else, but the minute you मैं आत्मा हूँ, which means that I'm sure something will start running in your brain right now. So can you dwell on it? Can you just say a few more
Yes,
words on it? Yeah.
from the very beginning, when I was in my village, I was reading the all of the scriptures. One concept came to my mind. The universe is like a black hole,
Black hole. Okay.
and I am an energy.
Okay.
And this energy will go to black hole and will be absorbed there. And that is a concept of Atma for me. I
Amazing,
am a
sir.
part of bigger universe, but small, and I will go there and merge.
Amazing. Amazing, sir. Sir, thank you so much for your time, and I leave some time for
धन्यवाद.
your final comments, sir. Your final comments and we'll wrap
जी
up.
हाँ, फाइनल कमेंट है कि जीवन में जो भी मिले सो स्वीकार करिए.
Perfect.
Accept whatever comes in your life. You don't know whether it is for good or bad,
Absolutely,
but make
absolutely.
sure that use your complete all your energy to use it.
Complete
You will
all
succeed.
your energy to use it. Okay. Wow. Right. Amazing, sir. Thank you so much for your time and
Thank
I
you very
had a
much for this
wonderful time
opportunity.
and I hope that you also enjoyed. I think the conversation was real and you as a person, you actually to us, you brought all your energy to us, just like you were the black hole in this, and then we were the small energies, and you merged us through your power of this thing. Thank you so much, sir. It's really grateful to know you as you are. And we will meet with another amazing person in the next WayCraft Together You Are show. Until then, thank you to all.
Thank you, audience, for hearing me for 1 hour. It may not gone to your head, but remember that it was the true story.
Yeah,
The
thank you very
my
much.
book is the true story.
Yes, and if you want to have connection details of Ram Prasad Lal, sir, I will put that in description. So his social media handles I will put in the description.
Yes,
Thank you very
thank you,
much.
thank you.
Yeah,
My
thank you.
email is very simple, lalrp@yahoo.com. And
Thank you.
even in the LinkedIn, you just type RP Lal.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. I am now ending the live, sir.
Thank you, thank you.